What is going on, everyone? It's your boy, the Captain JJ, back with another video. Today we're talking about Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this week's episode was a very interesting episode. One of my big things with this is okay, let me start from the jump, okay? I am super excited, just like so many people, that Bleach is even here, okay? It's been about like 10, 11 years or something like that since the show was off the air. I remember I think I was ending senior year of high school, something like that, around that time, 2012, 2013, might have been around that time, but it stopped, okay? And I was like, bro, why did the anime stop there? I get it, you know, they ended with the Fullbringer stuff, but I know there's so much more. I heard rumors and stuff about the manga, but I didn't want to read any, so I lasted the entire time from beginning to now without reading any manga, saying no spoilers. So I'm very excited, I'm very happy that it's here, just in general, okay? One thing I want to talk about with the 1,000-Year Blood War is that it started off with a little bit of bad, and I'm going to go to the good for sure, especially with this week's episode, is that the overall series as a whole, I feel like there's a big pacing issue, okay? The pacing is a little bit weird. Now, I did hear stuff throughout the grapevine that, you know, Kubo had issues with with the manga when he was writing it, that he just felt rushed to make it, which is probably why the anime itself feels a little bit rushed in certain instances and stuff like that, which, at the end of the day, that's not a huge problem. That's not a big bad, but it is something. So I say all that to say that in this week's episode, I felt like the pacing was actually on point. I think it's probably one of the best paced episodes of Core 3 as a whole. You know, there were so many things that happened with this. I feel like this was like the episode of like the comeback, okay? This was like the comeback episode. So for one, we got to talk about probably one of the biggest comebacks that we kind of knew was coming if you watched the intro or if you've seen episodes before, and it is the return of your boy Aizen-sama. Aizen-sama is back. He's here holding it down, and it's crazy to think, but he is, they said in the series that he's basically more powerful. He's most likely more powerful than he was when he fought Ichigo. Someone said it, I forget who, but they were like, yeah, it seems like he's more powerful than whenever he fought him. I was like, hey, yo, what was he doing in prison? You know how people in jail, they doing push-ups and stuff like that. Your boy's over there just practicing different abilities, getting stronger and stronger, even more powerful. And what's crazy is that he is still restrained. He's still freaking restrained. You're telling me Aizen is this powerful and he is still restrained, sitting in this chair, and, you know, he's still kind of like, he's got restraints on. He's like, hey, you know, is there any way you can just get me out of this chair? You know, get me out of this chair. I'll be able to help you out a little bit. They're like, nah, brother, we ain't going to help you out at all. No, you are just as powerful enough in that chair. We ain't bothering for it. So it's pretty dope to see. And we got a little bit of a breakdown of some of the restraints that he has. And what they have, the technology they're using, is basically, they said in the series, is that he is not, the restraints aren't limiting his spiritual pressure. They're just keeping it around him. So there was a scene where he basically says, look, bro, I'm going to take out that whole kingdom up there. I'm taking it. I'll shoot it down from now. Don't worry, I got it, brother. I got it. I'll be able to take out everything from right here. And he goes to charge up and says, let's go. And they're like, yeah, brother, that ain't going to work. He's like, wait, hold up. Yeah, we keep all your power limited to just around you. So there's a bit of a bubble, you know, kind of around you, so to speak, which makes sense. Is whenever they went to go release him initially, one of the, you know, guard people went to go like try to, you know, say something to him or do whatever, and he walked up to him and got obliterated within seconds. So it was like, yeah, brother, if you get too close to him, you are now within his domain. Which goes to show, you know, Kubo was doing domain expansions before JJK. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just playing. But yeah, there's so much that was happening. And then talk about another reveal. This was a nice, like, you know, lighthearted. It made me realize, oh wait, he was missing from the series. I haven't seen him since, you know, really since Core 1 for the most part. I'm pretty sure he was in Core 1. But Khan. Right? Khan, you know, he came back. He kind of like, you know, he didn't save Ichigo, but he kind of helped brace his fall whenever, you know, they said, oh, yeah, you were falling whenever you fight Ishida or whatever. And, you know, he kind of braced your fall a little bit. So it was dope to kind of see him. And then Ichigo and them, they were like, oh, he braced my fall. He's like, oh, thank you. Rest in peace. They're like, I ain't dead, bro. I'm like, yeah, that's just funny. It's nice to see his humor in the show. And again, just kind of like the instant nostalgia you get when you see certain characters. Like, brother, like, I remember seeing these people so many years ago, and now I'm, you know, 10 years later, I'm like, oh, boom, 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 great to see my people again. And then lastly, as far as the comeback, the people that we're talking about as far as comeback, we got to talk about your main boy. And they ended the episode in this way because they know what they're doing. Like, again, someone you saw in the intro, someone you kind of saw a little bit earlier on, I believe Core 1 as well, like hanging in the shadows, with your boy Grimjow, whatever you want to freaking say. Grimjow Jaggerjack is back, ladies and gentlemen. The Espada is here. He's looking dope. He's looking clean, mean, pristine, and ready to be seen. Got the blue hair. He's like, yo, what's up? You remember me? Of course. I'm not even going to say anything. You see me and you know I'm here. So Very excited to see what he's going to do in the series, how he's going to make an impact. I'm sure just like a lot of people kind of know, I keep referencing it because it is important, but the intro kind of shows certain things that maybe, certain fights that's going to happen. You can't always take an intro for its face value. You can't always say like, oh, well, it's, bar for bar, exactly how it is in the intro. That's not always the case. Sometimes it is. Sometimes that's exactly what it is. Sometimes you see people fighting each other who's going to fight each other. It's not, always the case like that. I remember, random, but I remember there's a Naruto intro that had like Neji and, Lee fighting Pain. And guess what? Neji and Lee were nowhere near in that arc. They were away doing some whole other mission, even though they were in the intro. So that's not always the case. So, but, I'm kind of like, I don't want to, speculate too much, but it's going to be dope to see what he does, see that he's back, and, see how he might have changed since his last fight with Ichigo, because we know that was a big event for him, of course. It took that L, but it was a big event for him, but a great moment in the series as a whole. So we're kind of at the point right now when, Yuho Baha, the king, kind of was absorbing the Soul King. So there's the whole episode, he's kind of like MIA, kind of absorbing him and stuff like that. So at the end of the episode, they show that he did that. So it's interesting to see him get even more powerful. Hopefully they don't do like this whole trope where like you get so powerful that there's this huge glaring weakness now. I forget which spot it was, but it was the blackest spot. Okay, I'll say it. All right, I'll say it. I know what y'all thinking. But yeah, he was fighting one captain and he basically won. He's like, bro, like I'm so much faster than you, bro. Like we're over here doing like the vanishing attacks on each other, but I'm winning every time. And then he turned into his new form, which left a huge glaring weakness, and he was able to get defeated. So hopefully there's nothing like that whenever Yuho Baha does his absorption and there's like some big glaring weakness. That would be kind of dumb to me. But the guy was already OP, so I'm curious to see how much more powerful he's going to be. But I say all that to say that this episode was fun. I enjoyed it. We got to see Kenpachi there. He was asking about. I'm not even going to get into that. But your boy Kenpachi's there. He's asking some questions, trying to see what's going on. Good episode, good pacing, and it looks like they're kind of getting ready to mount their counterattack. Actually, that's what they kind of said at the end of the episode, where they're getting ready to fight back a little bit. So tell me what you guys are thinking about this current core or arc of Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. What are you guys thinking? You enjoying it? You think it's funny? You think it's good? You think it's over the top, or you think it's exactly what it needs to be? Or you think maybe it's a little bit lackluster? I don't know. I will say that I'm enjoying it so far. At the end of the day, I'm just excited in general to see Bleach. So let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.